Hello everyone, welcome back to the About Pop channel here. It is BTS Jin and Coldplay's epic collaboration in Seoul makes you touched. RM comments on this meaningful moment. A night that will always be remembered by ARMY and Coldplay fans took place on April 19, 2025 at Goyang Stadium, Seoul. More than 50,000 pairs of eyes that filled the stadium witnessed an extraordinary surprise. Jin BTS's special appearance as a special guest at Coldplay's concert titled Music of the Spheres World Tour. Jin's presence was not only surprising, but also stirred the emotions of the audience. He only performed for one night, but that one night successfully became the highlight of the entire series of Coldplay concerts in Seoul, which took place from April 16 to 18. The two performed a meaningful song, My Universe, BTS and Coldplay's iconic collaborative single that was first released in 2021. This song is not only a symbol of friendship across continents and cultures, but also topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart, making it one of the greatest achievements in global music history. When Jin and Chris Martin's voices blended on stage that night, the audience was immersed in a magical atmosphere that shook the soul. For true fans, this is not the first time Jin and Coldplay have shown the warmth of their collaboration. We certainly still remember the historic moment in 2022 when Jin performed his solo song, The Astronaut, at Coldplay's concert in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The song dedicated by Coldplay to Jin became a sweet farewell song before Jin began his military service, and since then, their relationship has felt more like family. After his emotional performance with Coldplay last night, Jin shared an unforgettable moment on his personal Instagram account. He uploaded a photo showing himself and Chris Martin sitting on the floor, greeting each other, a simple yet meaningful gesture. In a short caption, Jin simply wrote, "Hello," but it felt like thousands of words could be born from that one greeting. The upload immediately exploded in cyberspace, reaching more than 2.4 million likes and shared by more than 5,000 accounts, reflecting the enthusiasm and love of fans from all over the world. Not only did fans respond warmly, even one of the BTS members who is currently undergoing military service, RM, Kim Namjoon, also gave a touching comment. Through Instagram, he wrote briefly but with a lot of meaning. Very impressive. An expression that reflects how proud he is of his group mate. Known as a calm and poetic leader, RM's comment was greeted with emotion by fans who know very well how close the bond between BTS members is, even though they are now going through different phases in their respective lives. Not to be outdone, Coldplay's official Twitter account also uploaded a photo of them together with Jin, accompanied by a sweet caption. "Thank you, Jin. Thank you, Seoul. This is a memory we will never forget." The post immediately went viral, with thousands of retweets and loving comments from fans around the world. Many called the moment a true manifestation of the power of music to unite cultures, generations, and languages. This one-night collaboration between Jin and Coldplay was not only entertaining, but also heartfelt. It was not just about two musicians from two different worlds sharing a stage, but about a genuine friendship, respect, and love for music that was so genuine. As many fans said, Jin is not just a K-pop star. He is a true astronaut in the world of music. And perhaps most beautiful of all is the fact that even though Jin is in the middle of his military service, his passion and love for music and his fans still shines brightly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Next, Chris Martin jokes about being the impeachment fairy at Coldplay concert. "Every time we go to Korea, there's no president, proposed drummer to become president." Coldplay's concert in South Korea was not only a celebration of music and emotion, but also a moment full of surprises that touched on the political side in a satirical and humorous way. In their extraordinary performance at Goyang Stadium on April 18, 2025, Coldplay's lead singer, Chris Martin, once again showed his charisma that not only shines on stage, but also in telling jokes that captivate the audience. In front of tens of thousands of enthusiastic spectators, Chris Martin made a unique statement that immediately became a hot topic on Korean and international social media. He said with a smile, "Every time we come to Korea, there's no president. Every time. This statement immediately invited loud laughter from the audience who understood the context of South Korea's political history. Not stopping there, Chris Martin continued in his signature style. "Do you really need a president? You're good enough without one anyway." The concert atmosphere transformed into not just a music stage, but also a space for reflection, filled with laughter and warmth. What made the night even more epic was when Chris pointed to Coldplay's beloved drummer, Will Champion, and said, "There's someone I'd like to recommend for president of South Korea. He's Will Champion." The audience cheered, welcoming the candidate with the same enthusiasm as a real campaign. Chris added in a serious but warm tone, "He's a good guy, polite to everyone, funny, strong, and most importantly, he'll take down a dictator." This sentence immediately ignited enthusiasm and laughter, especially since it was delivered in the middle of the legendary song Viva la Vida, which in its lyrics tells the story of the fall of a king and the nuances of a revolution full of hope. Martin's statement was not without historical basis. When Coldplay first held a concert in Korea in April 2017, the country was in a state of political turmoil. At that time, former President Park Geun-hye had just been impeached, and the people were preparing for the presidential election in May. Now, 8 years later, their concert is back at a time when the position of head of state is once again vacant following the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol, creating a ticklish déjà vu that also raises many questions. It's no wonder that many Korean netizens have dubbed Chris Martin the impeachment fairy, a symbolic figure that appears every time their country experiences a transition of power. The term immediately went viral on Korean social media like Twitter and online communities like Fiku and Pan, with hilarious comments like, "Chris Martin is a cosmic sign that Korea will have a new president. It wouldn't be Coldplay if they didn't bring the winds of change. Will Champion for President 2025. Interestingly, even though his comments were delivered in a humorous manner, Chris Martin's statement was considered by many to be a smart satire that showed his attention and sensitivity to the conditions of the country where they were performing. Not all international musicians are willing to touch on issues like this, especially in a way that feels light yet meaningful. Coldplay's 3-day concert in Seoul, April 16 to 18, was a huge success and full of surprises, including the appearance of BTS's Jin as a special guest that also shocked the public. However, Chris Martin's joke about there has never been a president, and Will Champion's nomination as an alternative leader of the country became one of the most talked about highlights. With a humorous, honest, and loving tone, Coldplay once again proved that they are not only a world-class band that is adored for their musicality, but also for their sensitivity and closeness to their fans, even to social and political matters. As Chris Martin said that night, "You guys are amazing. Don't be afraid of power. You are strong enough on your own." Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment.